Welcome to a world of might and magic, where the only limit is your imagination. Come along with us and find out what happens when you just roll with
Uh,
it. There we go.
Last time we went about fixing up the rest of the house, getting our furniture and such, kidnapping children, you know,
Appropriating.
the whole, the whole, the whole shebang. Uh,
Hiring people for the house,
Hiring people for the house. We met some eccentric characters.
to say the least.
Yeah. I mean, you know, like it's anything crazy. I mean, they're
Kenku
kind
is
of.
already the best NPC of the whole campaign, but
That's true. Yeah, the Kenku. He's already the best character we've had.
Cribbler.
Uh, and then there was the insane lady who bakes sweets, who was just fun to listen
Ugh.
to. uh, and I wasn't present on the kidnapping children journey, but it did go relatively well. Krell scaled up a wall with a child, while Myra just hitched a ride back into the city. Frankly, it went much smoother than I ever thought it would. And then we talked for a while. Kind of figured we should went to talk to a carpenter about what furniture we wanted, where we wanted it to go. Spend a bunch of money.
Must I say that it's a weird carpenter to have a skeleton on the back?
Yeah, okay,
Yeah,
yeah,
I
that
did
guy.
see your message about that over the week, and I don't recall you making a medicine check.
Oh yeah,
Whose,
it's true.
whose skeleton is that?
You don't even know if it's a real skeleton or not. You've
Yeah,
never bothered to check.
Maybe it's just made out of like
You
birch.
can roll a medicine check right now.
Sure.
Why not?
Well,
The necromancer has no idea if this is real bone or not.
You could always blow a third level spell slot to see,
Uh,
because if it's a real skeleton, it'll come back to life. That's called big brain.
yeah, but who's gonna burn a third level spell slot at the start of the day?
if we're back at the house ready for a long rest, I'm going to burn the last one.
When we come back exhausted, probably already having spent your spell slots. Yeah, we got our
think we burned
furniture.
any.
Hope the kids. I don't think he's. I mean, like,
haven't-
if and when.
Yeah, we haven't been in combat the last like 3-4 sessions, so
That's true. I thought we were gonna fight the vampire, but that just didn't happen.
I actually felt so sorry for the vampire.
Yeah, because we just stole his actual literal memories. Uh, that's about the extent of what happened last time.
more or less. So I don't think anybody
Still
used
have-
their inspiration once again, but
Didn't.
alright, so we all went on our separate journeys, recruiting our separate household members, which should be joining us here in the house soon. And what are we doing immediately upon our arrival?
I mean, after checking out our sweet, sweet furniture that we paid so much money for.
Crow fronted the bill for that, by the way. I forgot to mention that last session, but that's kind of important.
What's up?
I forgot to mention that last session, but that's kind of important.
Oh, right.
I figured Spoon bought the house. Krell might as well spend a small fortune furnishing it.
How much did we spend on furniture anyway?
340 gold total.
That's not that much.
Not
at least
really.
compared to what we've got. I think the first thing Spoon is gonna do is rush into the war room and start laying out any and all information that we have on these people.
Yeah, just pulling out his scrapbook of notes that we've taken on every member we've got, the scene so far, rough sketches of the one we know about.
Exactly. That is precisely what he's going to do.
Like, he's got a fucking Deku-style notebook with, like, specs and measurements and shit.
Yeah, you've got the right idea.
Because that's exactly what Spoon would do, because he's a gladiator. He would take notes on the people he's found and proper methods to defeat them, what their strengths and weaknesses might be.
Exactly.
That's how Spoon operates.
That's just the man he is.
As they say, professionals have standards.
Yes. Standard professional.
I don't know, he's probably killed unarmed slaves at least once in his life. So, standards is probably not the best word.
well, you know, some things happen sometimes, alright?
Listen, someone handed me a pouch of money, so I stabbed a guy.
That's just the way the cookie crumbles, you know, what can I say?
I mean, if I had been like 40 meters that way, it would have been murder.
Yeah, exactly. So like what can you really do, you know?
And then Paige is evil.
Yeah, Paige is evil. You'll notice that my alignment doesn't say evil in it like yours does.
Well, technically speaking, the lawful to chaotic scale doesn't necessarily mean you follow the law. It means you stick to a strict moral code. That's why lawful evil is a thing.
So that's what Spoon's getting up to. No shower or bath necessary.
I'll offer to take the kids up to their new room and show them around.
So Paige is already doing his thing.
What's his thing?
Check his room.
The kid...
I also would like to call my owl back.
Alright. And you do have a nice little perch right over here by your work desk. I finally remembered to name your familiar, and apparently the name didn't stick on the token.
Oh.
Oh, because I didn't change it. That's why.
Oh, I just noticed the balled up skeleton in the corner of Paige's room.
That was a whole topic of conversation at the end of last session.
And a few moments ago.
No, that should. Alright.
Yeah, Quill is finally back.
I figured he'd want to sit on his perch over there, but whatever.
Okay then.
You specifically requested it. But, as you lead Joshua and Lyra to their new room, they're absolutely flabbergasted that they now get this whole big room that's 4 times the size of their old house.
And with actual floor.
And actual, like, beds and blankets. And why is Norton yelling at me? Get out of here.
Norton.
Yeah, my antivirus.
Oh,
It was
right.
blinking over on my other screen. Just bothering me out of the corner of my eye.
That's how antiviruses are, man.
Yeah, it's like, hey, we realize there's a certain amount of things going on right now. Yeah, because I've got like 5 windows open. Shut up.
Like, I got it. I know what I'm doing.
But yeah, they just running around exploring their new living conditions. Just like excited little children would when they're first moving into a new house.
Just a good feeling.
Yes, we'll see how long that lasts. After all, some of us are wanted criminals, so we'll see how long their happy living situation lasts.
So yeah, we should probably see the bounties.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was one of the things on our checklist we just never got to.
I mean, we can't really pay off Cassius's bounty, though. He's wanted for questioning. But at the very least, me and Paige can get off.
Maybe.
Phrasing.
Maybe.
Can, get away with it. There we go.
Pay it
That's much
off.
Pay off. That's the word. You knew what I was trying to say.
I knew exactly what you're trying to say, just the way you phrased it was questionable.
Look. Yeah, I got nothing. I can't win.
But yeah, Paige is just kind of wandering around the house, getting her bearings, figuring out where furniture is the hard way.
Oh.
Oh, poor Drell.
She can only echolocate so well.
Shit, we
true.
forgot to childproof things.
Oh God.
All the corners, damn it.
So many corners.
That's how you get a kid in the oven, you know? Like, come on.
We have a whole room devoted to weapons, and the first thing you go to
Yeah, we
is
should
child
probably
in
put like
the
a
oven.
lock. We should probably put like a lock on that. Yeah, I'm more worried about a kid trying to crawl into the oven than I am about them trying to stab me, because I'm like a 6'8" buff man. All right. A kid's gonna have a hard time stabbing me.
Yes, talk again about a 4-foot tall person stabbing you, as if that hasn't happened before.
Yeah.
I was about to mention Krell.
Let's not. That sounds.
It will get mentioned every time.
I imagine the kids entering Paige's room, seeing the skeleton, and either just scream the top of their lungs or pass out.
If they came into my room, they'd see the altar and get weirded out, I think.
I mean, not much is going on in Spoon's room except for, bearskin rug, work desk full of wood shavings.
I don't know which author is worse, the one from Cassius or Fates. Actually, I have 2 authors.
I'm gonna argue the one in your room, just because,
Cassius's altar is actually this right here. I just could not find the proper adornments for it.
What's this supposed to be then?
Your desk.
Ah. Fair enough.
This all checks out.
Eventually, Krell
Krell's room
will
is full of
wander into
daggers.
the war room with Spoon to see what he's going on about. With all his, by this point, Spoon's probably got like a big conspiracy board going on one of the walls.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah,
Okay.
actually, Cassie's probably go check that out. Just to see how
I
crazy his
remember-
new friends are.
I remember him saying something along the lines of like, "Today will be a good day," and I've been trying to rearrange the letters of that to see like if there's any secret messages or something. I haven't found anything yet, but I'm working on it.
Paige is done checking the bed.
If you've got anything better, now's the time to share it.
I don't think we have any new information.
No, we haven't gotten anything in a while.
Yeah, we haven't really been investigating.
Not yet, but don't worry. One of the guys we hired. I also hired him kind of like under the table to start building an information network. But I don't think I've told the rest of you that yet.
Right.
Nope.
Okay.
A lot of us are about to get blindsided by these characters that are about to come into our lives.
All
I swear,
step
I swear,
one
I
of
swear,
many.
I swear they're reputable, all of them.
Because only Spoon talked to two of them, and only Cassie has talked to two of them. So,
I did tell them about, the Kenku and the eccentric lady, though.
Paige was there with Spoon.
yeah, but didn't you wait outside? So you didn't really talk to anybody. But,
That's a fair point.
before I forget, Spoon, I do have one more surprise from our travels today.
What?
It's waiting outside for you.
You got something for me?
Well, it didn't cost me anything. Well,
Oh,
not much at least.
Well, obviously I gotta go check it out. I'm a curious man by heart.
Alright, see you.
Immediately, stops putting pins onto the board. He's like, oh, fuck yeah.
So you walk out the front door and are almost immediately tackled by one of your best friends in the entire world.
There he is! It's Maurice! I missed you, buddy! I'm sorry we left you out there.
Krell paid for someone to go fetch Maurice and drive him into the city for us.
He's alive.
Oh, man. He is alive, and he's looking better than ever.
And he actually has a full character sheet now.
I hope he's been practicing his fighting like I told him to.
He has. He actually gained a feat.
What feat did he get?
He got the martial adept feat.
Fuck yeah. So now he's got what? A superiority die in 2 maneuvers?
Yep, superiority die, and he's got distracting strike and trip attack.
Fuck yeah.
That's the most dangerous
I
box
think
alive.
I taught him one of those, right?
Yeah, you taught him distracting strike.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we have the actual most dangerous ox alive right now in our house.
Literally, he's got player levels.
Well, he doesn't have... He has player levels in the technical sense that he can have a feat, but he doesn't have a class yet.
He doesn't have a class.
Yeah.
He will eventually. I'm gonna mold him into the greatest fighter we ever knew.
Well, he does have pretty good strength. He does have an 18 with strength.
Exactly.
Can Paige eventually turn Maurice into a warlock?
Well, considering he's got a -3 charisma, I don't think that's gonna go well.
Regardless.
His only decent stats are strength and constitution.
The most.
That's
So
all,
it's a
that's all he
barbarian.
needs. Alright. Good to see you, buddy. I guess you're our front door security until further notice.
And transport, should we ever need it for
Exactly.
heavy
transport
objects, or, people we capture to
us.
interrogate.
Alright, Maurice. Stay frosty, man. I believe in you. I will walk away. Go back inside. Very nice. How much did it cost? How much did that cost to make happen?
I wrote it down and I have to find it. It was not a whole lot.
No. My boy was cheap.
I know I probably teaching Randman how to suck eggs, but you know when you know that you can click twice on your character sheet and it turns transparent and it goes to the background?
Yeah.
Yep, I discovered that yesterday and I almost went crazy.
Yeah, because you click on it on the drag down and it doesn't pop back up. You have to double click on it again.
Yep. So now I can have more than 2 character sheets on screen without getting crazy.
See, if you want to get really crazy, you could bring up your character sheet, and then there's the little link icon in the top left. If you click that, it puts your character sheet into a completely different tab.
Yeah, that's psychopathic. That's what I think.
It works real good if you have 2 screens.
That's true. I don't. I have a laptop.
Well, if
I
you
only
have a
have
spare
one.
monitor and an extra cable, you could connect them
That's true.
and have a second monitor, but
That's true. I do not have a spare monitor though. I'm on the journey to building a PC at the moment.
ooh, fun. Monitors was the last thing I bought for mine.
Yeah, I could probably see myself going that route because you can hook a PC up to a TV.
Yeah.
So it's just like, why bother?
I only have
So like, until it gets like, because I have like a shelf that I put all my consoles on. So it's like, why can't I put my PC there?
But yeah, it only costs Krell 4 copper to get him here.
Yeah, we should probably start figuring out, what exactly we're dealing with and how we can find these people, because we're a bit lost at the moment.
I don't think we know anything at the moment. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Now we
So-
bring up the conspiracy board here.
There it is. The conspiracy board.
See, we have the
Okay, this is what Spoon was putting on the table.
off the wall, but yeah.
Yeah, I've got like a. So what we do know, assumedly, is that there's a guy called the Executioner, and we've seen an Executioner since we got here, and we can, at least come from a certain angle that system was a little tad bit corrupted, right?
Yes.
I mean, they were gonna kill a kid for stealing medicine.
And then the other one they were gonna kill for adultery.
Yeah, that's just wild. So I imagine that whoever that was probably was the Executioner. That's a wild stretch, but it's one
Yes.
I'm making.
Problem is, we don't actually know who he is. That's
We
the
don't know his
issue.
name. All we know is that he operates over in the slums.
Yes, we know that a guy that we know as the Executioner also does work as an Executioner.
That's so.
We
So
Maybe.
following that order, maybe the priest works as a priest?
Possibly.
We did get a name for the executioner. I believe it was William.
Yes.
There was like
okay.
something he was trying to burn, or like a letter or something. I think
Oh, okay. Gotcha. That's useful.
that was a long
Okay.
time ago.
Yeah.
Can we
No.
roll history to know if we remember the name of the guy?
You actually
William
have it in your
Marwood,
NPCs bar. So yeah, you
William
would.
Marwood.
He's in the notes over here. William Marwood, huh?
William Marwood. I was thinking of
That's
Maxwell
supposed to be
for some
above the
reason.
law. Okay. Now. This is my first thought was that one of us could get on track to being executed, I'm just saying, Cassius, you're like halfway there.
Okay, so your plan is for me to turn myself in for execution?
That was just a step one thought. That doesn't have to be what you do.
I'm just gonna put this out there. That sounds like an awful idea.
No. Well, we stopped an execution before. What's saying we can't do it again?
But what if we
Wait.
don't? Like, what if we're not
Let me
able?
rephrase.
I walked up to a guy and slumped him.
Let me rephrase that. I'm not turning myself in for execution.
Wait, I think I just got a great idea.
Oh yeah.
Couldn't
What do you
we
got?
just polymorph someone to look like Cassius?
Oh, I
think
don't know. That seems so like. That seems like the
Yeah.
most morally wrong thing to do.
Yeah,
We
but the
could
thing-
do that. That's something we could do. That's like a last resort thing, though.
It's not like we grab some random person off the street, polymorph them, and turn them in for a bounty.
Oh, not to mention, polymorph only lasts for an hour. So
Yeah, but couldn't we just pick a criminal maybe? Then we wouldn't be immoral.
Paige, I don't think you're in a position to judge other people's morality for being a criminal.
I should probably point out that polymorph only lasts an hour.
I did in
Yeah.
fact just say that.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'd have to get whoever we get as a patsy to be executed within 1 hour, or that whole plan goes up in flames real fast.
Do you recall the building that you guys were in, or that we were in, more likely, because I was there too, definitely. When you took out those guards, and I think you saw the executioner there, right?
Yeah.
Because it was the building in the slums.
Yeah, it was the guardhouse right next to the
Okay.
execution area.
Okay.
I forget what I called it back then.
Execution platform.
Sure, let's
I
go
mean,
with
since
that.
the whole idea is just to bring the executioner out, I think he sounds like one guy who would like to do things with his own hands.
Right, but he seems like he's under the direct command of someone else.
Yeah, we could just ask around about William Marwood.
That's true.
If he's
yeah. We could,
If
like,
he's
go to
a
some,
well, yeah, figure out where he lives and just attack his house.
You wouldn't happen
in the
to
dead
know any
of night.
info brokers, would you, Cassius?
Did you realize it just got to this town at the same time you did, right?
Yeah, but you're I don't know, you're like a crime guy.
I could try
Crime
to
guy.
Let me rephrase that. Maybe you would know how to find someone like that because you partake in this kind of thing.
I could attempt to.
That might be something we should look into at some point. I mean, that seems like a pretty fair thing to me, actually. Because other than actually going out and gaining some info about this fucking place, I think we're pretty stuck.
Yeah, sad thing is, if we'd had another couple weeks, I could have had my own informant network in place. But yeah, going out right now is probably our best bet.
Alright, so the plan is head out, have you do whatever it is you do to try and find someone we could talk to. Because we've got money to pay off an info broker. That's not a problem.
Could we assume, or are we operating under the assumption, that William Marwood is someone of prominence here in town?
Well, yeah, I think so, because...
He at least has the guards in his pocket, so there's
Yeah,
that
he's,
information
at the very
that we
least, some
have.
sort of commander.
Okay.
Or maybe just
All my-
information about the syndicate as a whole would be good. Because we're
Like,
still
I'm
pretty
just-
in the dark about them as an organization.
Yeah, I'm just wondering, is it the kind of is this the kind of person that the upper class of the town would know about? Or is it someone who operates behind closed doors type of thing?
Probably behind closed doors type deal.
I imagine the way he behaves publicly is probably much different. Like most people, it's like you become pretty different. You're like, I don't know, at a fancy dinner as compared to when you're just eating fucking bread in your house, It makes sense in my brain.
I think that's the most spoken phrase of Spoon.
It makes sense in my brain. It's because, like, we don't get enough, like, mega outlandish shit.
Yeah.
Wait until
I
the
guess we
random
just
puzzle
mess
dungeon that
around.
takes us 8 sessions to finish.
Alright, so,
It's the reason I don't play puzzles often.
Sincere, shouldn't we be sitting on the chairs? You know?
Well, Krell and Spoon are.
yeah, I'm in a chair. What are you talking about?
As is Cassius.
I think we've got the plan down locked, honestly.
So yeah, definitely gathering information needs to be a priority. Because right now, we don't even have someone to go after yet to begin checking
Exactly.
names off our list.
We have a name, but we don't know where he operates, what he really does, or where we could find him. So
And then we just have 3 aliases beyond that,
yeah,
which
So
could
then-
or could not be related to what they do. As some of them are animals and some of them are professions.
exactly. Then after I put a lock on the fucking door to our armory, we should probably
And the work
head out.
and the workshop and the kitchen. We don't want the kids accidentally hurting themselves.
What if they need we have staff for that if they need like a snack or something. We need to
They're-
get a
they're not-
bunch of locks and a lot of keys.
I don't think the staff are here yet.
They
They'll
have
be
not yet
here
arrived.
I mean, I imagine that the doors already have locks.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, most doors usually come with locks built in, especially since this is a bit of an upper class household. We probably have a big key ring of keys that we should probably make copies of for our
Yeah.
staff members.
Yeah, we should probably do that too. Okay. Well,
So do we want to kind of like split the party? One of us focus on getting keys and stuff and actually child-proofing this house, and the other is like trying to buy information somewhere.
sure.
Sure, split the party.
Let's
I mean,
split
we're
the
not-
party once again.
I mean, we did it once and it was fine.
That's true, that's true. We did it at the vampire's house as well, and not much came of that.
Exactly.
Well then. The question now is how we're gonna go about it. I mean, as much as I would love to spend another day with Paige, buying commodities for this house, I don't think I could do that again.
Yeah, I also want to do things that
Yeah.
are not for the house.
Yeah. So Paige, from what I'm hearing, why don't you come with me, get information, and then we'll leave the others to do something.
Sounds great.
You guys can go out and gather information while we childproof a house
Yes.
Yeah, basically.
in a way that
Well,
does
one of
not
us has to
deter the
go out.
blind character.
Because Cassie and Paige never get into trouble when they're alone together.
No, of course not.
So,
Well, they've never been alone together.
Well, the fighting ring when they went off together.
Oh yeah.
okay. Someone's gotta watch the house while someone else goes out and gets copies of the keys, man. That's for sure.
The two troublemakers are going out. What wrong? What
I mean,
could go?
Maurice is obviously watching the house, but like,
And there may or may not be a reason Cassius specifically asked Paige to come along and nobody else.
Fair enough.
Because Paige has loose morals.
Exactly.
Has loose morals.
He has a very big moral. If it benefits him, he's doing it.
Okay.
Note in the notebook, Paige bribable as fuck.
100%.
I suppose I could go out and make the keys or get the keys copied. It's not. I imagine it'll be just like a trip down the street. Who makes copies of keys? Not blacksmiths.
That'd be a whitesmith, actually.
Well, there you go.
At least to get the molds made. A regular blacksmith could fill the molds and make iron keys, but...
So I gotta go to 2 different places?
If you want to get real technical, yes, but you can also just find a blacksmith that also has skills in whitesmithing.
God damn it. Alright. I assume that you guys are okay with that. You know, I don't want to make that assumption for you.
Sounds good.
Drell has no quarrels. Hesitant about
You guys
letting
get to
these two
babysit.
go play, but...
You two get to babysit. They get to go and conduct espionage, and I get to go do menial tasks. Let's go. Gotta love it.
Alright, so you guys make your way downtown and...
Take our key ring off this one.
get up to whatever you're gonna get up to.
Well, kind of like once we're away from a house, I'm gonna kind of like pull Paige into like kind of like a side alley and just say that I have a bit of an idea for how we might be able to find information about this guy.
So what's your
Paige.
plan?
So Paige, we think this William Morwood guy is probably someone of importance here in town to some degree, correct?
Definitely.
So it would make sense, but even if people don't really know what he's really like, people of the higher class would at least know who this guy is, right?
Naturally.
Okay, so here's my idea. We go back to the guild where we recruit some local thugs, we find a random house of the upper class, and we stage a bit of a home invasion.
And make a profit in the process. Sounds
Yes, we-
great.
Yep, we make it look like a robbery, we move the place clean while also getting information.
And also, it's a perfect way to hide that we are searching for them.
Exactly.
So yeah, let's go. You still got your mask?
Yep.
It went from 0 to 100 real fucking quick.
Oh, wow.
Ugh. Weren't they just talking about getting rid of their bounties?
Oh, we
Yeah,
are
that's what
using
that's what-
masks
that's-
for a reason.
That's what the masks are for, yeah. And also, worse comes to worse, we could just pin it on the hired thugs.
Jesus.
That is true.
Listen, they might be criminals, but they're not stupid criminals. Speaking of Paige
Unless you
and
hire
Cassius,
the
the thugs are probably pretty stupid.
The thugs will do anything
I
for
would
money.
not count on it, that's for sure.
So you
Okay,
got an
sure.
idea where to hire thugs?
I'm assuming back at the guild. Just ask my previous contact about some local thugs who are, you know, capable in a fight, but dumb as a bag of hammers, preferably.
Alright, well, you two are headed off for that venture. How are we entertaining these children?
Good question. I wanted to kind of ask them about the executions, like if they noticed any like schedules or like a particular time they would happen.
Well, they usually happen around midday when most people are out and about, but as far as when, like what day of the week they happen, it's kind of random.
Okay. And with that, I'll suggest we have arts and crafts time.
Fun.
Still late night.
No, brilliant.
It is getting kind of late at night, but arts and crafts. For children that have never done arts and crafts before.
Exactly. It'll be a
Yeah.
great new experience for them.
Someone bust out the glue and macaroni.
Oh, I'm hearing it's like that's a great evening right there.
They can like make little decorations they can hang up in their room.
We'll go from asking literal children about execution dates to, arts and crafts. What could possibly go wrong?
But yeah, we get them set up with some paper and some crayons, or probably not going to give a kid an ink and quill, but we get them some drawing materials and just let them go ham with that.
Yeah, just something to keep them busy until they're tired enough to go to sleep, I guess.
Because arts and crafts are boring. That's a well-known fact.
Alright, let's cut to the overworld. Alright. Oh great, this is gonna be mildly annoying to move. Alright, it's our boy Spoons made his way back to the market to find a blacksmith late at night to make some keys.
Yeah, obviously.
And
What more grand of a task could a man possibly do?
Paige and Cass, yes sir, are off to the Thieves Guild to hire some thugs.
Yes, as you do.
As one does, obviously.
Are we going to do the
You just cut off hard.
Are we going to do the heist tonight?
I mean, that's the perfect time to do a do a home invasion.
That is true.
He makes a good point.
Yeah. I was just wondering if we could get thugs today.
I mean, I'm assuming it probably won't be that hard.
Hey, you've got big muscles and a dumb brain. Come here. I've got
Exactly.
money.
You look big and intimidating, and could probably hold a crowbar. Interested in a job?
You look strong enough and you are reading the same plague for 12 minutes. Do you want a job?
Exactly.
This is how Spoon got into this journey.
Spoon got into his journey following his kid.
That's true. His dead.
He's trying to be an overprotective dad.
No. Anyway, to Thieves Guild to find let's be honest, disposable bugs.
Sometimes sad things happen.
Alright. So yeah, you make your way back to the Thieves Guild and manage to talk your way into them letting Paige in despite him not being a member. Yeah, he's like, yeah, this guy's cool and he can burn the whole place down in 10 seconds if you say no.
You can totally hack it.
That could probably happen.
Right, and I guess once we're here, we're gonna start looking around for thugs, preferably dumb ones.
Well, you just cast your gaze around the common area and you find
And,
a
like, do we see like any big muscle people eating like clay or anything?
Well, I was gonna say there's a guy over in the corner picking his teeth with a hand axe, but yes.
Your average U.S. Marine.
That one could work. Do we see any others?
Yeah, you just find a couple of other people that are just kind of staring off blankly into space.
Perfect. I'm gonna try to gather them up and try to make the sales pitch.
Alright. You gather them all together and kind of like a corner that's got a couch and a recliner for them to sit down while you talk to them.
Hello. Thank you for taking the time to come to our to come to the civil meeting. I'll keep things short. My friend and I, we might have a job offer for a lot of you if you're interested.
Alright, what's it pay?
10% of the take.
10%. It's like more than 5.
Exactly.
He just looks absolutely defeated trying to do the math in his head.
No, you're absolutely right. More than 5. So what we were thinking, we thought the wealthy. No, they have more stuff than they need, right? Am I right, everyone? So we're gonna find some. Yeah, exactly. So we're gonna find some random house of the better part of town. We're gonna break in.
Very rich.
We're gonna break in. We're gonna round them up. We're gonna scare the hell out of them. And then we're gonna take everything that isn't nailed down.
That sounds like a whole lot of money.
It does indeed, doesn't it?
I think you've got a deal.
I step forward and I shake his hand. Welcome aboard.
He just absolutely crushes your hand, not knowing his strength in the slightest.
I do my best not to wince.
Constitution save.
I think my con's okay. Yeah, it's not awful.
That's all you can really ask of a man.
11.
You managed to let slip a slight pained expression in your eyes, but these guys are entirely too dense to realize it.
So how many thugs do we get?
You get 3.
That'll be
We got 3
plenty.
You don't
dunces.
need that many hirelings. You had 3 is a good number.
That'll be plenty. Yeah.
Now we need to choose a big and wealthy house.
Hey, time to start stalking the streets to find which random wealthy family to terrorize.
Alright.
Going to Uptown trying to figure out which of these rich bastards we want to fuck with tonight.
He's kind of hanging around the
exactly.
main square looking for someone that looks posh. Well,
Who are we
Spoons.
gonna make?
Is there any
Who-
better strategy than that, honestly?
What
Should
poor
probably
innocent
have
person
started the
are
house
we gonna?
before.
Yeah. So which poor do we want to stop by the house and let the thugs know where we live? As we said, they're
No.
very stupid.
Oh, I have an idea. We could just like stop in a random street and send out to scout the best house she can see.
No, but the worst thing about having stupid ones. Oh, the owl. Yes, that's a good idea.
I think it's more
Daytime, I
about
guess.
scouting the people than it is scouting the house, though.
I mean, the nicer the house looks, the wealthier the family, right?
But also the more likely that they might have security.
That's why we scout the house.
Yeah, that's called science.
Alrighty. So Spoon's over there getting keys made at our lovely blacksmith, whose name escapes me at the moment. Carolyn. Just standing around, getting keys molded. You notice a couple folks that look like guards, but they're not wearing guard uniforms run by you.
Well, that's weird. I'm gonna kind of like peek my head out of the blacksmith, see what's going on.
Perception check.
Perception check. You got it. If I had my character sheet open, that would be useful. Perception. I've got a
Plan for an
plus
hour, you don't even have your character sheet open.
7. Well, I have. I just didn't. I had to double click it.
But yeah, you only get a quick glance as you pop your head out the door, but they both seem to be just absolutely sprinting towards the center of town. And they both have a peculiar symbol on their person. A
What?
red-colored spear tip.
Well, that doesn't match anything I know. Spoon's gonna kind of look back. You said her name was Carolyn, right?
Yeah.
She's gonna look back and be like, "Oi, can I come pick these up in like a little while when you're done?"
I don't see why not.
All right, cool. I'll be back. And he's just gonna immediately take off after these people. He's gonna kind of try to stay at least a bit further behind, so it doesn't look like he's following them, but he's more so just a guy going for a run.
Alright. You make your way towards the center of town. And we'll cut back over to the house where children are starting to lull off to sleep.
Okay. Just put them to bed, I guess. I'll look to Krell like I have no idea what I'm doing, but
Yes, talk to the 9-year-old about being a mother.
what do you like to have? I don't know. What's your bedtime routine?
I find somewhere comfy and curl up.
Well,
Okay.
she's got it down pat.
She lived in a cave for 8 out of 9 of her years, okay?
No.
Really is too bad we have no way of communicating with them in case anything happens, but
Yeah. Yeah, we tuck the kids in, get them ushered off to sleep, blow out the candles. We'd slowly but surely make our way out of the room. Why did we do this again?
Well, we couldn't just leave them here alone, right? That would be bad.
Well, I kind of meant bringing the children here, but sure.
Oh, well, they helped us. Sort of. I don't know.
And the one
I
person
think
we
it's more
didn't
of a-
hire was the caretaker for these children.
Oh, fuck.
I think it's like a moral thing. It's a, something good we can do to offset maybe some of the bad.
Fair point.
You know, there should definitely be a spell called Zombie Butler. Definitely would have a caretaker.
I mean,
That
there's
might be
there's-
one of the most ridiculous things you've said.
There's one called Unseen Servant.
Yeah, we had an at-length discussion about that.
Although, would there be a way to impose the essence of the Unseen Servant inside a recent corpse?
No, but I mean, the reason why there should be a spell because the zombie would have a personality.
Hmm.
I have no right to say you're wrong.
Ego per se.
Yeah. I love how the three groups are just like having totally different experiences.
Yep.
Paige and Cassius just started planning on wrecking some innocent family's night, while Krell and Mira are just caring for the kids, while Spoon is just trying to buy keys.
Now
They're not well.
Now I'm tearing through town. So
They're not innocent, they're wealthy and in the Underdark. They probably got their money with doing shady
Yeah,
things.
forgetting what they deserve.
Well, we got our fortune by fighting and killing people, so...
hey, that just means we were better than those guys. What can I say? Those guys weren't us, therefore they lost. Huh.
Yeah.
We should get better at fighting or something.
Krell's gonna make her way downstairs. Just kind of grab a late night snack on her way. Just kind of hang out in the leisure space for a while.
Yeah, I'll do that too, just to wait and see if we hear anyone at the door.
Eventually, our new employees show up.
Oh no! So some of I was hoping I'd be there to smooth some of them over. Never mind.
I have no idea who any of these people are.
Oh, that's right. You haven't met any of them, right?
Yeah, she
Nope.
didn't meet anybody.
You at the very least know that
And neither did Krell.
And a woman.
Krell and Meyer
Yeah.
have no idea these people are even going to be here. Just random knock on the door. Hey, your friend hired me. We didn't tell them you were coming in any way possible.
I could have sworn I said that they were going
Yeah,
to be coming by. At least the ones
Yeah,
that I hired.
Yeah, I probably would have also mentioned if there were people. At the very least, I would have said, "Hi, I hired people. They'll be here soon." I might not have told them anything about them, but would have said at least that much.
We straight up said we are going out recruiting, so
Yeah, true.
But you never told us exactly what to expect.
that's the surprise part.
I said they're very reliable and legitimate.
Alright, so eventually a knocking comes across the door. And the first of our employees to get here is Tisva, who was the
Security.
security, the military scout. She comes knocking upon the door.
I draw my sword and approach the door. Who is it?
Hired security.
Who hired you?
The shady one. Wears a cloak. Didn't give his name.
Okay, that sounds about right. Come on in.
Cassius literally never introduced himself to either of the people he hired.
That's called playing the game, baby.
But yeah, you open the door and the Durgar woman Tisva walks in. She's just got like a big pack full of various weapons and things.
Okay, I'll show you to your quarters. Yes?
Alright. And she'll follow you to the staff quarters. Picks out a bunk, puts her belongings under the bottom bunk, and takes the top one, despite being a Durgar.
Feel free to wander around and get a lay of the place.
That was the plan.
Alright, let me know if you have any questions,
Alright.
and I'll head back to the leisure space. I'll let Krell know that the new hires are showing up.
Alright. Alright, the next to arrive is Chori.
The cook.
Yes, our cook. You have no idea how hard it was to find fucking art for her.
Looks cool though.
Yeah.
Did she show up with it and everything?
I didn't catch that.
Does she show up in the chef outfit?
No, she shows up in plain clothes.
Okay.
Yeah, plain clothes. If you can call that.
Whatever she'd wear on a normal basis.
You said on last session that she was wearing a dress with more ribbons than we could count.
Someone was taking good notes.
I was taking good notes.
Yeah, she makes her way to the door, gives it a good couple raps before you show up.
Alright. Hello there. What's your name and who hired you?
Hi, I'm Chori, and I was hired by a big fellow named is Spoon. Because Spoon actually
Alright.
gave his name.
That's correct. I did.
I
So
was
then you
hired
want
to
to-
do some cooking.
Oh, excellent. Come this way, I'll show you the quarters and...
Give her a quick tour of the quarters, show her where the kitchen and dining room are. So she'll at least know the general areas she'll be working in.
Yeah.
And she'll begin unpacking her cooking utensils in the kitchen. Because, Chori actually has a pretty interesting character sheet.
Yeah.
All our new staff members got a character sheet. She is a College of Eloquence bard.
Oh,
In the background, Guild Artisan for cooks and bakers.
nice.
Fancy.
And she also took the chef feat at level 4. So, she's real good at cooking. And her food can actually give you small buffs.
Oh, how nice.
Okay, that's nice.
I'm gonna yell at Krell. It was the chef. I'm just gonna stay by the door. seems to just keep knocking when I sit down, so I think it would just be better if I just stayed here.
Yeah, I feel like sitting up and or sitting down and standing up repeatedly wearing your armor would be
Yeah.
quite tiring. Eventually, the Dragonborn boy, Druxus, will show up at the door. And he's just an absolute unit of a Dragonborn. He makes Spoon look not in shape.
Nah.
All right, hello there. What's your name and who hired you, and what's your purpose here?
Druxus Tulsith, the rogue, he hired me. And I'm here to keep your workers in order.
Excellent. I'll show you around.
He actually has the least levels of all of our new hires. He's only level 3.
I'm very happy he did not mention also building spy network bits.
You told him to be covert about it.
I did indeed. Yes.
He'll take himself a tour around the house, figure out where all the areas are, where the workers should be, before heading to the staff quarters to deposit his belongings. And lastly, Scribbler
Here we go.
arrives with his familiar companion Long Long, who is a ferret.
Got him.
Plus 10 points to Scribbler.
Scribbler also has a fun character sheet. He is an Order of Scribes wizard.
Ooh, that is fun.
No, loser.
And he's also got the guild merchant background for calligraphy.
That's right, he's our clerk.
Yep.
And so what I'm hearing is that if anyone ever attacks this house, we're in for a real bad time.
Definitely.
Well, Chori, Druxus, and Scribbler are all below level 4. So, well, level 4 and lower.
Oh. They still have character levels.
Yeah. Tisva, on the other hand, is the highest level of all of them. She is higher level than we are. She's level 8.
Oh.
Really?
She is a 5th level champion fighter and a 3rd level inquisitive rogue.
Ooh.
Yeah, she's got one more level than us.
Yeah, she's one
Nice.
level higher.
Champion fighter, huh?
Yep, she crits easy, she hits hard, and she got all the fun of an inquisitive rogue. Like,
Which
She's-
means she can do tons of damage. I
She
think
is-
crit even easier, right?
yeah. Because with insightful fighting, you can use a bonus action to study your opponent and then use your sneak attack even if you don't have advantage for 1 minute.
1 minute, huh?
And then at 4th level, she took the alert feat, so she cannot be surprised. And with her ear for deceit and eye for detail, she can tell if someone's lying and spot small details quite easily. Makes
I
for-
really hope the house we go in don't have people like those.
It'll be fine.
And surprisingly,
Well,
surprisingly,
I'm gonna jump rich people in public, not
How
breaking this
how
down.
yeah, how many random well-off people do you think have just hired fully competent combat people to live in their house with their families? I feel like this is I feel like we are kind of like probably outliers in that regard.
yeah, pretty much. But we're also adventurers, so if we need to hire security, the security should be stronger than us.
Precisely.
But ironically enough, Scribbler's familiar Long Long could actually take Quill in a fight quite easily.
Because Quill, we haven't seen Quill fight ever.
Well, Quill only has 1 hit point and can only deal 1 point of damage, while Long Long has 3 hit points and can only deal 1 point of damage. Long Long just has to hit,
But
he's
but
got a good chance.
but Quill
But-
can hit and run.
yeah, I was going to ask, but can he fly though?
Can he fly?
He can
I
jump
end
pretty
my
good.
I end my statement.
He can jump pretty good. He's got a dex of 16.
The ferret has a dex of 16.
Yeah. And an even greater stealth than Quill. So Long Long's just gotta climb up a fucking wall and jump at Quill.
Alright, good luck.
But yeah, Scribbler and Long Long finally arrive.
Hello there. What is your name and what's your purpose here and who hired you?
And Scribbler can write large fighter.
You said penwright?
Can write.
Can write. Okay.
Trust me.
He's over here deciphering Scribbler code.
I'm trying to think like okay, you're good with writing, paper, maybe numbers. I'll show you around, maybe to the vault, and yeah. Just assuming that's what you were hired for.
He'll dismiss Long Long to go off to the staff quarters while he gets set up in the vault. Speaking of the vault, how much of everyone's cash do they want to deposit in the vault?
None of Cassius's anyway.
I mean, we've got a ton of excess. I think I'll just put like. You don't need a ton of money on you at all times. I'll put like. I could put away like 500 platinum. Or, yeah, platinum. Just keep the. Maybe put away my copper as well, which is about 1,500. Keep my gold and silver though.
Yeah, I'd
think
put
I'm
away
going-
my silver pieces.
And 100. Oh yeah, that, I would also mean I'm keeping 150 platinum.
I'm going to keep 100 gold, 100 platinum, and put the rest on the safe.
I mean, I don't really have all that much money personally. I have. What do I have? Yeah, I only really have like 272 gold and 76 platinum, so I'll just keep that on hand.
Respect.
Alright, can we go back to Spoon? Because I lost track after he said 500 platinum pieces.
Okay. So yeah, I'm putting in 500 platinum, all of my copper, which is 1,564, and I'm keeping my silver and gold.
Alright. What was next?
I'll go ahead and do the math there. 0.
So do you want me to give the specific numbers, or just what I was going to be left with?
The specific numbers, because I'm actually keeping deposit deposit withdrawal records here.
I'm going to write in the chat because I don't trust my pronunciation.
That's a fair thing that you just said. What? Why are you being needy? Don't yell at me. I'll kick your ass.
Are you
I'm
threatening
just
to
gonna
beat up
assume
your
you're
cat?
talking to the cat.
What? No, she talks at me. What? Why are you mad? I didn't do anything.
You're threatening to beat her up.
I mean, well, She started itching, scratching
No, poor kitty. She wants attention.
it. He does want attention.
And max meat.
I swear, like she's like very much like a I want to cuddle and I don't care what you think cat, because she will, like, if I'm like downstairs playing on computer or something, she will just hop up into my lap. We'll take her off and then she'll get back up. It's like, bro, I'm trying to do something. But I love
My
her.
dog only ever jumps into my lap when I am too busy with my hands, like playing a game or something.
Yeah, literally. They have a want, a desire.
Holy shit.
It's a lot of gold.
Well, yeah.
Goes up to hot Florida sun. Oh my god, yeah, that's a lot of gold.
Speaking of dog who only jumps at important moments, hello there.
The dog has arrived.
He has arrived, and if I take my hands off him, he starts scratching my arm.
Oh.
Yeah, I have, well, I still have one, but he's back home in Oklahoma. He's a big bastard, he is. He's about my height on his hind legs, and I'm roughly 5'9".
If you want a mental image, he's a York.
Oh, goody. He's still got puppy brain because he's a golden retriever, Australian Shepherd. He is a so he's big, dumb, and likes to play a lot, always. I mean, I love him, but I'm just trying to like get a drink at 11 p.m. and he's trying to murder me. It's a bit of an inconvenience. But just a bit, though. You are so mean. There. What? Stop.
Why did I give myself this much math?
Did you just do it on the paper?
You can do the actual math later if you want to.
I'm
It's not
almost
like
done
we're gonna be
anyway.
drawing from a- No, fair enough.
And done. Alright, our vault now contains 1,831 platinum, 2,016 gold, 419 silver, and 2,375 copper.
Let's go. We
I'll
have
put
a
that
lot of
in
money.
everybody's journal so everybody can see
I've
our
already updated mine.
transcripts.
It's more money than what most commoners will ever see in their entire lives.
Yeah. Stop. Stop it. I get it. Alright, I'll pet you. Stop.
Krell's down to just pocket change on her person now. She only kept 100 of her gold and 161 of her silver.
I mean, that's probably more money than the people down here will ever see.
Well, it's just in case, because what if she gets robbed? You don't want to have 1,200 platinum on you and get robbed.
Oh yeah, can
No,
I put all of my treasures on the vault as well?
Yeah.
So it's going to be.
I wouldn't be worried about Krell getting robbed.
I'll just pull him off your. Or do that.
Jesus.
Okay, I'm typing.
I mean,
Jesus Christ, my dog has such nails.
Might be time to cut those.
Added those
might be
in.
Yeah.
Alright, so those are in the vault record now.
yourself up. Good. We're making steady progress.
Yeah. We now have funds in our house to pay our people.
And hopefully a clerk that can do math.
Well, he got to be an order of scribes wizards somehow.
True. Does that mean he knows spells and such?
It does.
He just... Jesus Christ.
The order of
There's
scribes
something-
abilities are fucking awesome.
There's
I would
something
love-
absolutely horrifying about a spell-slinging Kenku.
Yeah, he gets a wizardly quill. As a bonus action, he can magically create a tiny quill in his free hand. It has the following properties.
Yep.
It doesn't require ink. When you write with it, it produces an ink in a color of your choice on any writing surface.
Wait, so does that like negate the gold piece cost for copying spell scrolls into your
It,
book?
cut,
It cuts it in
it
half.
cuts it in half.
Cuts it
yeah.
in half. Okay.
Yep.
And it also seriously reduces the amount of time it takes.
Yep.
I think it takes like 1 minute per spell level or something.
2 minutes per spell level.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Jeez, isn't it normally like an hour of dedicated work?
Anything.
Yes. Or 2
Yeah.
hours.
It depends on the spell level. But, he can literally erase anything he writes with the quill with a wave of the feather as a bonus action, provided the text is within 5 feet of him. And
I
he
would
also
love to.
he also gets
At
in
higher
a,
level?
yeah, he also gets an awakened spell book,
Yeah. That's
which
also
means
that
his
one.
spell book is a living entity.
Holy shit.
Yep.
I
Yeah,
would
he
love
can-
to see his
He
spell book.
can basically use the spell book as like a familiar, cast spells through it, see for its eyes and such.
Yeah,
And the only and it
Literally
can't be
his-
damaged. It can only be dispelled.
yeah. Like he literally have his spell book sitting on a shelf across his room. You walk into his room, he can hit you in the back with a spell because it can be cast out of his spell book when it's not in his
What
hands.
the fuck?
Yep.
That's
I would love.
And when he casts a wizard spell in a spell slot, he can replace its damage type with a type that appears in another spell in your spell book, altering the spell's formula for this casting only. The latter spell must be the same level. So
Yeah.
he could
So, for
cast
example,
a
if you had-
fireball that does ice damage.
Yeah, or if you have like magic missile and chromatic orb, you could use chromatic orb, only do force damage.
Yeah.
I would love to see his book. His spell book must be like fireball, fire, big, explosion.
And when he casts a ritual, he uses the spell's normal casting time rather than adding 10 minutes to it to cast a ritual. So,
Yep.
to cast Find Familiar, it takes him 1 action.
That's a
It's-
fucking nightmare.
It's a really powerful subclass.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wizards are strong, man.
Okay, so basically we have a beast in our house.
He is level 2.
Ah,
Is still.
And he can literally replace his entire spell book in 1 hour, should it be destroyed.
Yeah, basically he transfers the consciousness from the old book into the new one, and
And
the
again-
new one,
and
all the
transfer-
previous spells just appear.
Transfers all its spells, transfers its consciousness. And then, if the original spell book still exists somewhere, like it got stolen, all the spells vanish from the old spell book.
Yeah, it's basically the wizard subclass that says, you lost your spellbook, no big deal. Your character is not dead.
Yeah. Now, each of them have little quirks and personalities to their character builds. It took me a while to put them together, but they work, and it's fun. Alright, so with all our new household members finally arriving, Crow's feeling a little restless, so she's gonna go wander the town, kind of get a better feel for the place.
The party is now broken into 4 pieces.
So what's Myra up to now that she's home alone with 4 strangers and a familiar?
Good question. Once she's sure that's the last of people, she'll probably just go back to and try and stay awake, waiting up for the rest of the party to return, hopefully.
She's that last word. Alright.
Yeah.
Back out in the town. Gotta draw a new doodle.
Have we had any luck finding a place to absolutely terrorize yet?
The familiar's still kind of flying around while you're keeping your eye out for any particularly posh-looking folks. As while Paige is seeing through his familiar, he's not in conscious control of his own body. And you finally manage to spot someone that looks pretty well off, but not so well off to the extent that they'd probably have hired mercenaries.
So which
Who
one of
finds it?
Yeah, which one of us spots him?
Cassius.
I'm gonna tap Paige on my shoulder. Buddy, I think we found our mark.
He can neither feel nor hear that.
Oh.
Well, okay, what can we do? I think Paige is just going to go back to his body. Found nothing.
Good news, buddy. We found a target. I'm gonna glance, kind of like point my head towards him.
Oh, wonderful. It's going to give it a grin.
Well, let's go. Let's go room this man's tonight.
Put that there.
So the plan is to tail him to his house, then break in, then clean it out.
Alright.
Yeah, we should probably put our masks somewhere along the way.
Oh yes, my full silver face mask is at the ready.
Alright. So the men that Spoon is tailing are quickly making their way to the central square here. Give me perception, Cassius and Paige. To see if you can quickly figure out what the fuck Spoon's doing over there. Basically sprinting after these men. And Spoon, why don't you give me a stealth while they're at it?
A stealth?
Yeah. God damn, you have a plus 10 to perception?
Oh, that's advantage. Never mind. That's supposed to be normal. Just go for lower 125.
Yeah, still 25's impressive.
What armor am I wearing? Splint? Does that have Splint is heavy armor, right?
I don't know if it impairs your. Give me a second.
Well, if you're because heavy armor gives you disadvantage on stealth checks.
Certain
So I just
one
wanna make sure.
does. Yep, splint armor does have disadvantage.
Okay.
Some of them don't. I know mithril heavy armor does not. I think there's another one.
Gotcha. Okay, give me a quick second. I gotta said something to me. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Stealth check, disadvantage. 5.
Oh boy. So yeah, you just trying to be as stealthy as humanly possible while tailing these folks. But it's kind of hard in a big open area.
You do have inspiration.
But fuck it. It's not worth it.
You don't know, it might be.
How bad could things... Well, what else am I going to use it on? How much time? Oh, there's like half an hour. Fuck it. Yeah, you know what? So what, if I use it, would I just roll at normal? Or would I roll at disadvantage again?
It just gives you an additional roll with a d20.
Gotcha. Okay.
So, you just roll a straight d20 and add your plus 3.
Come on, baby.
Well, at least you still take the higher. So, you still get the 5.
This thing never does anything.
One
That's
time
some
it
crappy
will.
rolling.
As we always say, it's always one higher.
Always
Always.
one higher or one lower.
So if a 25, what do I see unfolding in the square?
You see Spoon just bolting after these two men, not really being as stealthy as he thinks he is.
Fuck yeah. These guys are never gonna see me. Well, meanwhile he's like sprinting like the guy from Hunter x Hunter, like fucking like breathing heavily.
You just see them following these two folks with the red spear tip crest. And
That looks perfectly normal.
you notice that they're running straight towards you and Paige.
Oh well.
Do they appear to have any hostile intent? Insight check.
Yeah, roll it.
24.
As soon as they broke into the square, they armed swords at the ready to get into some kind of action here.
I'm putting my silver mask on.
Krell's still wandering around the city. Spoon, about how close behind are you tailing these guys?
Goddamn, they run fast as fuck. Good thing they can't see me.
Yeah, you're probably about a good 10, 15 feet behind them. Give me a perception check, Spoon.
Oh hell yeah. You already know I'm so good at this.
What do you perceive?
What do I perceive? Not a fucking lot, apparently.
Alright. You're basically doing wind sprints here, but you're built for athleticism. And gazing out past them, you see your friends there doing whatever shady shit they happen to be doing that you're unaware of. But behind them, you see two more people wearing very similar equipment, bearing that same symbol, stalking up behind them.
Oh, they're like getting the drop?
They're attempting to. They're clearly closing in on Paige and Cassius.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. Alright, I've got a plan to make this stop happening. We know it's generally good plans I have.
And also, just pointing out, we do still have our 3 thugs with us, so there's
Oh, yeah.
that.
Yep.
Oh, this is a terrible idea.
Also, if I see them coming up, swords ready with my insight check, I will be casting Spirit Guardians, just to have that going.
Fair enough. Okay, maybe I don't even need to do this at all then. But like,
See, you say that, but
I was thinking, what if I would take out, or more so, yeah, get the javelin of lightning and huck it past these guys. So it doesn't. So when I yell out "skadoosh," it doesn't hit them, but it more so is meant to scare the shit out of them.
so you're burning your one use of your javelin of lightning as a scare tactic.
Precisely.
Also, if either of them get within 15 feet of me, they have to make a saving throw and take damage.
Yep.
I said that was the plan, not what I was going to do.
Yes, you have to be very clear on that, or I will take you at your word.
It really depends on like. So yeah, Paige. If I could get there in time, then I think the best thing to do would just be like full on jackass it, like, hey, behind you, and just drop kick one of them.
Alright. So,
That's
just as you're not so silently stalking up behind him, you feel a hand on your shoulder.
Me?
Yes, you. And as you turn around, there's a man holding up a piece of parchment and looking back and forth between your face and the piece of parchment.
I fucking hit him. I definitely.
Just right in the face.
Yeah, no time for him to react or for me to really know what's going on. I just.
Alright.
I'm busy right now.
Well, you will most certainly roll into initiative.
Hell yeah.
As you see the man just clutch his face, blood trickling down onto the bottom of his hand, as his nose is clearly broken now. Easy them, boss! Get him!
Oh, is this what we're doing?
This is definitely what we're doing.
Again, any of them get close to me, they have to make the saving throw and take damage. Probably.
Yeah, give me a sec to set up the scene as they draw the battle a little bit away from the main common area into some bit of alleyways. Let me get the scene set up here.
We should have gone to the bounty guy before.
So are we all rolling initiative?
The
Yeah,
three
we
of
should
you
do that.
are, yes.
Gotta have tokens to click on, you know?
Well, it isn't the consequence of our own actions.
I'm just sipping tea back at the house.
You forgot to click on your token, by the way.
There's no token up yet.
Yeah, there's no tokens
Oh.
up yet.
On the one that you were on, there is. Oh, yeah, you're still on the main map, never mind. That is not where your tokens are kept.
Alright, cat. I believe in you.
Everyone in a bloody fight, and Mira just in the house. Good tea.
Boone's a good boy. He's gonna do his best not to kill anyone. But just to, like, you know, give them permanent, like, head trauma for life.
Yeah, I'm assuming these are like bounty hunters or something. Sure, but they've got to be pretty well off, right? Or some of them. Maybe we could take a trip to one of their houses after this is over.
Oh, there you go. We gotta keep at least one of them alive so we can interrogate them. because he said boss, which implies that they're a collective.
Yeah, question, do we drag him back to the house to interrogate, or just some random alley?
Anywhere would work, honestly.
Random alley. I don't want to take these people to our house. What
Yeah,
if they
sure.
escape?
They don't need to know where we fucking live.
Cardinal Spear.
Here we go.
Cardinal Spear soldiers.
Oh, I'm like surrounded, huh?
Yep. You were
So
tailing
we're all
one
surrounded.
pair of them, and another pair were the ones that went up behind you. And the
Come on.
pair that's...
Gotta scratch the cat for good luck.
I got a real
That's not
successful
good.
initiative.
I guess I'll just roll again to get added to the initiative tracker.
Alright.
One of them got a nat 20? Fuck you!
It seems that every big counter, at least one of them gets a nat 20. All the rest of them are just kind of middling. Let me get that descending order. Oh, alright. So he's gonna turn around. Let me get the fucking character sheet up. What am I doing with my life?
Good question.
He's going to approach the unit known as Spoon and give a couple good two-handed attacks with the spear. I don't think either of those hit.
Neither of them do.
Nope,
AC's
19 AC. And Cassius is up. With his
Okay,
spirit
got my Spirit
Guardian
Guardians
ready to draw.
going. Now I'm going to use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon.
What's the distance on Spirit Guardians again? 15 feet?
15 feet, yeah. So these guys are just outside at the moment.
Ah, that's not my correct doodle tool. I wanted the square.
Ow!
Your cat.
No, I just bit my cheek. My cat is sleeping very
I'll
peacefully
call her.
now.
Why is the doodle tool being a pain in my ass?
Let's roll 20, baby.
Well, it keeps changing colors every time I click on it.
She's sleeping very soundly. She's my good luck charm. She's also purring very loudly. But that's the one minimal sound that my microphone won't pick up.
Alright.
And it's the only one that should.
And it's the only one they should.
Should we also roll initiative for our hirelings?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I forgot to...
Just 3 random bugs.
Tasha's Cauldron has fucking stats for sidekicks.
Oh, it was in NPCs. Screw it, I'll just use the guard token. 'Cause I have that handy.
This guy really watched me punch his friend, come up and try to stab me, and it just missed twice. And now this guy's about to get it.
Alright, I assume you're considering these guards friends for the sake of your spellcasting.
Yes, and I'm considering the soldiers very much not.
Alright. That's your full turn? Because that was just a bonus action.
Yes. Actually, the rest of my action... Actually, my proper action, I will use Sacred Flame cantrip.
Alright.
Ah, there you go.
Let's take it a dex save. Which one are you
So
targeting?
60 feet, so yeah, I'll just go with this one.
Alrighty, he gets to make a dexterity save. That'll succeed.
Yep. So I believe that is no damage at all, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, oh well.
Most cantrips
Only
are make it or break it.
Yeah.
Alright, Paige.
Don't worry, don't worry. It's going to go only going to be a firebolt.
I was waiting
This
for it.
one.
I don't care how big the room is. Yeah.
I cast Fireball.
24 will definitely hit. For 14 points damage.
Hey, it looks like your damage is finally rolling accurately.
Yep,
Oh yeah, it is.
and
You must have fixed that. Well, yeah, just searing massive amounts of his armor and flesh beneath. These guys aren't wearing the best armor in the world.
good.
Time to start hitting people with the flats. of
Oh yeah, and also the same moment Cassius put his mask on, I did the same thing.
I don't have a mask. These people just want me dead.
Yeah, they already saw your face and identified you as a wanted person. Spoon's kind of screwed.
Screwed in the sense that these guys picked a fight with me.
Yep, I went to the bathroom real quick.
The absolute audacity of this man in front of me, he's gonna have to take some hits. I'm just gonna start bludgeoning him with Hue and Talon.
Of course you are.
How about 26?
Yeah, that'll hit.
Or 10 slashing. How about nat 1? So,
Let's see what's happening with that. 14, good middle number. Dex save.
Dex save. I'm not good at those. About a 16.
That passes. So yeah, you managed to slip a little bit up on some garbage that's piled up in this alley, but you catch your footing. Keep yourself on your feet.
And then we got. I
Alright,
have one more.
you can still make one more attack. I did that prematurely.
And 14.
14 will miss.
Damn.
As this boy steps forward and gives you 2 spear stabs. 7 and a 5. Jeez. They have +4 to hit. The hell are these rolls? Oh, he's going to make his way over here, getting around this wooden fence-like barrier you have your back against. Probably should have described what things are. The brown is wooden boxes, walls, barriers of some sort, providing half or full cover. The green is assorted trash, providing difficult terrain. Black is buildings. But Spoon's getting potentially stabbed in the back, so that's 2 attacks at advantage. I forgot to hit the advantage button. That misses anyway. Second attack. Even with advantage, cannot land an attack.
Ah.
Now, all 4 of the people around Spoon go back to back. He's gonna make his way over to the
Boy,
side.
I'm in trouble.
They haven't
Oh,
landed a hit
God.
yet. I think you might be okay.
That's true. This guy didn't hit me ahead of time.
Yeah, you're fine. You're
If
fine.
you disengage on your turn, I can do something.
Are you sure could?
If you can force him
Oh,
to
but
run
to the
into my...
detriment of these fucking buildings around us.
I
That's
don't care
fine.
about the buildings.
That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. That's collateral damage.
Paige doesn't care about the buildings.
Damage.
Alright, so these boys saw you cast out your guardians, so they're gonna be extra
The Guardians
tentative.
The Guardians are invisible. They can't actually be seen.
Yeah, but they did see you casting. So if they have
They
any...
saw me casting. They saw me casting something. Yes.
So let's see if they have any type of intelligence to figure out if they should be wary.
Oh, yeah.
Fair enough.
Apparently so.
So, yeah, they're gonna decide that whatever the hell you were casting is probably a detriment to them. So, this boy's just gonna huck his fucking spear at you. That's gonna miss.
That misses.
And now he
badly.
doesn't have a weapon.
Actually, that would be an advantage because he's behind you.
Yeah, but I'm facing
Still
him, aren't I?
miss.
I'm current.
You're...
I had to stare for him to cast
Oh,
Sacred
wait, yeah.
Flame, correct?
Yeah, you're right. So, that would still been a 12, which misses.
Yeah.
Imagine that nat 1, though. That would have been hilarious. Last one, taking the guidance of the first one's going to throw his spear at you also. And 14 is also going to miss. And we are back to the top of initiative as two more soldiers come rounding the corner here. And we'll get added into initiative.
Oh no.
Don't worry, those ones didn't actually see me cast, so they'll be coming into the kill box soon
Yeah,
enough.
that's true. The fucking death box.
Again, we forgot to roll the initiative for the 3 NPCs we hired.
Yeah. Well, they
They
haven't.
only put on the map.
Well, in all fairness, the person that hired them never gave them any orders to defend him.
That
At
is
this-
true.
Yeah, I'll be doing that with my my free action on my turn, which is next. I'm just gonna have him like form a shield wall, essentially.
Just protect my back while I kill these two people in front of me.
Exactly.
Wall of bodies, baby. Man, that guy rolled higher than me too.
And one further will be entering the battle from this direction. One significantly lower.
She's become a little. No front paws, back paws, no tail. Good luck.
For distance, Krell is 2 rounds away from being able to join this battle. And that is where we will leave this session.
Oh no.
Oh, come